and Devin Skatska's match, maybe we'll see more here with Gable and Thomas.
Powerful takedown there by Steveson to start things off, and he immediately cuts Penola for the escape. 2-1 head snap. Penola staying on his knees, fending off this shot. Now Steveson around back. He is just cat quick.
Gable Steveson has something unlike you usually see in heavyweight wrestlers. Is not only is how strong that he is, but he is unbelievably fast as a heavyweight.
7-0 on the year is Steveson. Wins over Jordan Wood of Lehigh.
And it's just so hard to prepare for, even if you are very prepared physically to wrestle 7 minutes. Wrestling at this speed is so difficult for a lot of heavyweights because there's no way to prepare for it because no one else wrestles this way.
Can't practice against it. Steveson a couple falls. He beat Trent Hilger 10-5 last weekend in their duel with Wisconsin. Steveson on the edge. Racking up the riding time on Penola. And out of bounds they go. Steveson 42-2 career for the Gophers. In with another textbook takedown there, 8-3 now.
Homegrown for the Golden Gophers, 4-time Minnesota State champ.
And Penola again takes the point. Now he'll go to try an underhook. Penola weighed in at 217 pounds. He's given up a little bit of weight here tonight. Steveson with his 5th takedown here in the first period.
I would imagine wrestling fans out there can take a stab at where Steveson got his name.
It was written in the stars that a boy named Gable would become a All-American. Penola up to his base. Tom Penola, great weekend. 2 victories last weekend against Maryland and Rutgers. A sudden victory win against the Scarlet Knights. A fall at Maryland. Like you said, Hunter, trying to build on that positive momentum, and you just know you're running into a brick wall here in Steveson and Hilger, who he'll see on Sunday.
And you know that. You know that going into this match. You understand that he needs to come in and he needs to put up a good fight against such a tough opponent. Obviously, you go in there hoping the best. If you're head coach Tony Ursuline or the rest of the coaching staff, you hope for the best, but you need him to go out and show a fight against good competition, because if he wants to compete at this weight class, this is who he's going to have to beat.
For sure. Well, and he's wrestled the best. A couple losses to Cassiope. He took Tanner Hall 4-2 in that drop in that decision against Arizona State earlier this year. Penola again gets free, 13-5 now. Steveson with the single and the trip. Just drops down for 2 more. A 10-point advantage, 2.5 minutes of riding time.
Thomas Penola still learning to wrestle at the heavyweight position. As I mentioned, a bit of a project for the Boilermakers. Was listed as a 197. Still putting on weight to fill that spot at the heavyweight position.
Well, and he wrestled half a dozen matches at 97 earlier this year before Bruner came out of redshirt consideration. Over on the edge.
A little bit of extracurriculars there for the restart on both sides.
Penola looking for the underhook. Throw by there from Steveson. And he works his way around behind again.
Still has some work to do to get to that major, or excuse me, the tech fall.
He does, and he does not have near fall points. So a tech fall at this point would just be worth 4 on the team score. Maybe that's his strategy for the third period. He's got the ankle hooked. Penola up to his base. But not going any further than now. He slips the ankle. 2 seconds. And that'll do it for the second period. Penola selects bottom to start the third. Might as well take the point. So Steveson has shown a propensity to release. And he does just that. Penola tries the head shuck. Head snap. You go to snap it, it goes nowhere.
Steveson with such a solid base that those little moves just don't affect him.
Another takedown for Steveson. His 9th. 8th escape of the match for Penola. Great power double there. Steveson with the head shuck, drops right down to the hips and drives this man out of bounds. They'll go back to center. A 13-point advantage. Steveson, a true sophomore for the Gophers.
He'll certainly be a problem for the rest of the Big Ten as this season progresses.
Penola with the quick escape and goes right after a shot. Steveson drops down to the ankle, gets 2 more. A 14-point edge.
Almost 4 minutes of riding time.
Escape for Penola there, and another takedown ends it for Steveson. Penola fends it off and comes at a reshot of his own. Delaying the inevitable there.
Great back and forth there by Steveson there. Going back, that's so tough to do, not only as a heavyweight, but that late in the third period, been wrestling for so long to still have the gas to kind of swing back and forth until you can get all the way around.